Alcohol was a very big problem of mine, but it wasn't the biggest problem, and I didn't realize what the bigger problem was. Alcohol is only a symptom of my problem. My biggest problem was my thinking. And I heard somebody say one time that my mind is like a dangerous neighborhood that I should not be walking through alone, and I identify with that so much. I was full of such fear, insecurities, uncertainties all my life. Was I good enough? Did people like me? Was I funny enough? Was I making enough money? Was I providing enough? It just was a constant cycle in my head. And when I drank, it numbed those thoughts. And I did like the euphoria I got of drinking. But it numbed the thoughts. It let me forget for a little while of what all my fears were. Unfortunately, what came out from drinking was my ego, my selfishness, my delusional thinking. It was always chaotic. Today is a rainy, windy, gray day. It's pouring out. The wind's going crazy outside. That's how I walked around for the longest time. It didn't matter if the sun was out or not. This is what I felt like all the time. And I didn't know why. And I did a lot of drinking over it. I was smiling on the outside, dying on the inside. I was amping up myself to other people to hopefully they like me more, to fit in. All at the same time, I felt lonely no matter where I was, around family, friends, large crowds, no crowds. I isolated a ton. It was just no way to live, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't, and I drank and I drank and I drank over it, and the progression got worse. I did have small bouts of sobriety before, and I was a dry drunk. I was miserable, nasty, because I didn't know how to deal with myself. I went to therapists, psychiatrists, whatever you want to call them. None of that helped me at all. I got zero out of it. I'd go to a session or two, and that would be it. I'm like, this is not working. I'm feeling worse than what I felt before I even got into this. And the vicious cycle would continue. And it wasn't until I got a gift of desperation to seek help truly and wanted it. I wanted to be able to stop. I wanted to be able to be human, feel human again, feel alive. I just felt like a walking zombie. I'd put on this big show on the outside. On the inside, I was dying. I wasn't happy with anything or anyone. I didn't love myself. I loved my wife. I loved my kids. But I didn't love myself. And it wasn't until I got that gift of desperation and sought real help. And the only thing that helped me was another drunk, another alcoholic. Somebody who went through what I went through, somebody knows how I feel, somebody that would listen to me without judging me. Because a lot of things I've done are quite outlandish, to tell you the truth. And they seemed normal to me at the time. And a normal person wouldn't be able to handle that, wouldn't be able to help me with that. For me, another alcoholic is the only person that was able to help me and help me get moving in my sobriety journey. Sharing their experience, strength, and hope that's why I do it here, because I'm hoping that this reaches somebody that needs to hear this today, right now. Because for me, this is life or death, and I take it very seriously, and that's the reason why I share my journey. I share my experience, strength, and hope, because it was so freely given to me, and this actually helps me in turn. I get so many beautiful comments, so many people reach out to me that are struggling, and that helps me more than you ever know, especially people that are struggling, because I remember what it was like. It brings you back to day one. It brings back to how hard this really is, especially in the beginning. It gets easier as time goes on. Each day it got easier for me, and my life I'm very blessed, the life I have today. Do I still have problems? Absolutely. I'm human. Life is life. That's never going to change. I'm never going to arrive. I'm never going to be done with this. This is a continued education for me. Every day is a new day for me to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And I don't take that for granted. I don't take it for granted at all. I hope you're all having a wonderful 24, and I'll talk to you soon.